Previously, we were working towards doing Dragon Slayer 2. Now, there were a bunch of prerequisite quests we had to do. We knocked out a couple of them, and one of the big things we did was unlock the Lunar Spellbook by doing Lunar Diplomacy and Dream Mentor. Now, continuing our journey towards doing Dragon Slayer 2, we now need to do a Tale of Two Cats as well as Legends quest. We're going to get started on a Tale of Two Cats first. I think I have most of what I need sitting in the bank already, so let's head there first. The most important thing for this quest is a cat. Luckily, we have a Hellcat, because if we didn't have a cat, we would be time gated for, I don't know, like 2 hours by getting a kitten from Gertrude. So we do have the quest helper up, so let's just pull out everything we need. Cat Speak Amulet, Death Runes, Rake Seed, Potato Seeds for some reason, Logs, Tinderbox, a chocolate cake, bucket of milk. Looks like we don't have shears and we don't have the desert shirt and robe, so we're going to have to go and pick those up. I'm going to head on over to the farming guild and trade the shopkeeper here for some shears. Those are secateurs. Where are the shears? I do think you can get shears from other farming shops, but the one I went to, the farming guild of all places, doesn't have one. I guess it makes sense because the farming guild doesn't have any animals now that I think about it. But anyways, we went to this little farm here northwest of Lumbridge. I picked up these shears off the stable. And I'm pretty sure the last thing we need we can buy from Shantae here. Desert shirt, desert robe. And I think now we have everything we need. We're now ready to start the quest, and I think I remember vaguely that this quest is about Bob the cat, and we have to go find Bob real quick. Yep, we're going to go find Bob now, and he's located in 2 possible locations. One being the Catherby Archery Shop, and here in West Varrock by the Anvil. Now, the easiest way to do this is to go to one of these locations, and then if he's not here, just start world hopping until you do find him. Okay, that only took 2 world hops, luckily. I know sometimes it could take quite a bit of time. Just finished speaking to Gertrude here, and we're now making our way to Reldo in the Varrock Castle's library. Pretty much this part of the quest, we're just running around talking to different people trying to learn about Bob's past. Now we gotta make our way to Sophanum to speak to the Sphinx. Did I even pronounce that correctly? I don't know, but actually it is 2 carpet rides to get there. First we gotta get to Paula. Dude, the places in here are hard to pronounce. I don't know. Okay, made our way to Sophanum, and we have to talk to the Sphinx, which I don't recall looking like this. Can't really get a good look at it right now because this absolute unit in Obsidian is also talking to it, apparently. Or just AFK there, I don't know. But, you know, going back to all this content that I've already done several times, but like years ago, I don't know. Like, everything looks slightly different than what I remember it being. Okay, pretty much the last portion of this quest, we're just doing this guy's chores for him at his house for some reason, I don't know. And this is also why we have all these items in our inventory. You know, we have the rake, because we're doing his little backyard for him or whatever. And then we're making his bed. Like, what? What is all of this, man? Okay, we've done everything we needed to do. Now it's a matter of waiting. All right, the wait is over. Those onions are now, or potatoes actually, I thought they were onions. But those potatoes are fully grown. And actually, this wasn't just 15, 30 minutes or whatever. This is a completely different day now, but we are here to finish the quest. We're now posing as a doctor, highly illegal by the way, but we're gonna quote unquote cure this guy. First, we have to go to West Varrock though. Speaking to the apothecary, what is he gonna give us actually? He's gonna give us like a potion or something, right? Oh no, we get a doctor's hat. Back we go. Now we're a real doctor. Good day, Unfirst. I am Dr. 416 Hero. Yep, sounds legit to me, man. Gotta speak to Bob one more time. Found him at Varrock West, at the Anvil again. We get a cool little cutscene. And finally, we complete the quest. After this guy is done yapping, of course. There we go. 2 quest points, a mystery present. I really don't remember this. What do we get out of this? Ooh, 2 EXP lamps. What are we gonna use it on? I think Slayer. I think that's what we've been doing. We've been putting EXP lamps into Slayer. Oh, we got this guy talking to us now. This is for, Varlamore maybe? No. What is this for? Genuinely don't remember what this is for. It's like something to do with the Staff of Armadillo Lucian. Oh, Secrets of the North maybe? Yeah, I could be wrong, but I want to say this is for Secrets of the North because it mentions the, Majorat stuff, so... Now up next, the next quest we have to do is Legends quest. Now I believe we partially started this quest already because we needed partial completion of this quest in order to finish Recipe for Disaster. Legends Quest is actually a decently long quest, and we need a lot of items. We have most of what we need, and the few things we were missing, such as the gems, like the jade and the red topaz, we have traded on over from Wait For It. This is probably a pretty common complaint for when you do Legends Quest, having to go through this part of the Karazi jungle, and all I can say is the easiest way is to like look carefully and find a line where you can just go straight. Also, I believe there's a shortcut if you have the agility levels. Oh wow, there's a hidden entrance behind a bookcase. That is a cliche for sure. Oh yeah, you have to right click search like almost everything in this quest, that's right. I don't know if we're ever really going to complete achievement diaries on this account, but nevertheless, the quest helper does inform us that killing a Deathwing down here is a Karamja achievement diary task, so let's just go ahead and staff bash this thing. We actually almost lost to the Deathwing. All the runes and gems we brought in, we're going to be now using them on various locations on these carved rocks. Okay, now we have to TP out of here. I do believe we have to make several trips. Alright, we gotta make a gold bowl, not a golden helmet. That was another quest. Also, I did gear up into some combat gear because I think we are gonna have to fight some mobs soon. I'm trying to speak to the NPC here, but this guy, this tormented warrior, decides he wants to smoke, so we have to deal with him real quick. Oh, here we go. We gotta fight this black demon. Where did our prayer go? What the heck? Looks like it doesn't hit through prayer or anything like that, so nice and easy. Just protect melee. And there we go. What? Oh, that was weird. Oh, I guess it had a really long death animation. Once again, we have to TP out and collect a whole new other set of items. One of the things we needed, handed over from Wait For It, an unpowered orb. I don't actually have any on this account. I mean, we have 75 crafting, but that was all from gem cutting. And then we need to go back on the Karamja and pick up this Ardreagle thing and the snakeweed thing. Down here in the caves, we just have to fight 3 skeletons real quick, collect these crystals. Each one drops a different one. This one's actually a little bit higher level. Okay, for whatever reason, we have to once again fight this black demon. We were actually given 2 options. There was this NPC that spawned, and we were given the option to either kill or save him. I thought it would be quicker if I just killed him because it was still down here in this cave, and here we are. I don't know. I don't really remember what option I picked in the past. Ooh, yeah, this is a very strange thing and very dangerous part of the quest if you're a hardcore. You see how look, I almost just got stacked out. For some reason, a game stalls you super hard there while that black demon is attacking you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Luckily for us, we're not a hardcore, so not overly concerned about that. But we did lose like 50 health. So this part of the quest looks like we have to refight the 3 skeletons we were fighting earlier. And yeah, it looks like it stalls you every time. Alright, we are coming towards the end of the quest finally. We're back at the Legends Guild. We just have to talk to some NPCs, and I think there are some fat EXP rewards from this quest. We do have to be careful once again, as always, when it comes to these EXP lamps or rewards. Our options are attack, defense, strength, hit points, prayer, magic. There's a third menu. Woodcut. Oh, you can... What do we put this on? I have no idea what to put this on. Agility seems pretty good, actually. Yeah, I think let's put it on agility. We're putting it all into agility. We're actually gaining a lot of EXP from this. I think each one was 30k. 4 lots of 30,000 EXP in any skill. Oh my god. Yeah, we just gained 120k agility EXP from that. And we didn't even gain a level. Unbelievable. 405 agility EXP remaining. But anyways, that is Legends Quest completed. Now, in terms of Dragon Slayer 2, we just need to do that little portion of Barbarian Training to gain access to the Ancient Cavern, but other than that, we are finally ready to do Dragon Slayer 2. At this point, before we started on Dragon Slayer 2, we were actually procrastinating the quest for a little bit. We went on Wait For It and we potted some tops with the clanmates. Oh my god! Oh my god, dude. For context, okay, we just pulled a scythe. He just logged out. Yeah, the guy that logged out last. I don't even know how to explain it right now. Hold on. Woo. Okay, so for some context here, back when we pulled the second scythe on the GIM and gave 416 Hero its own individual scythe, that teammate of mine was in that raid as well, and he still hasn't pulled a scythe. Granted, he doesn't have like an insane amount of KC, but it's the fact that I pulled my second one, right? And he still doesn't have the one. And then that same teammate, we are now pulling another scythe. Well, I say we, but I didn't get it in name. But I'm part of another scythe split, and once again, it didn't go to him. So a little bit unfortunate, but he just gave me 55 mil. Wait, hold on. Here we are on our normal account. Lots of spam here because it's a free-to-play world at the GE. But yeah, 555 mil sitting in our inventory. We just accepted the trade earlier. This is actually a Vernic plus a Scythe trio split. Now, the Scythe has actually gone down in price a little bit since we last pulled ours. At the time when we pulled ours, it was about 1.8 bill. And it was a 5-man split, so I essentially had to split out 1.4 bill. I think at this point in time, the site is now 1.6 bill. But nevertheless, we are making our money back. And if we just pull up the bank real quick on my normal account, last time when I pulled that second site, I had to sell my twisted bow. I think we'll be able to buy it back soon. So essentially, we got rewarded for procrastinating. But anyways, we then went back to progressing on 416 Hero. We're up at the Autos Grotto, and we just got to do a little bit more of Barbarian training. I think the only thing we've really unlocked is the fishing, the Barbarian fishing. But now we have to unlock the Barbarian pyre making. Well, first we got to do Barbarian fire making, then we do pyre making. And all of that is just so we can unlock access to the whirlpool here into the ancient caverns. So with Barbarian fire making, you are able to use a bow to light a fire. Now you guys let me know, have you ever done this in the game besides for specifically doing the Barbarian training right here? And here we go, we're diving into the whirlpool. Pretty long black screen there, but we are in, and we're juiced up in our mage gear, and we brought a super anti-fire potion with us because we need to kill one of these mithril dragons. I've never really been down here other than for questing, to be honest, but yeah, we are down here to kill a mithril dragon and get some chewed bones. Okay, we didn't get any on the first one. That's okay, we'll just continue. I did bring 2 prayer pots with me and some food. We did get a hard task for the Kandrin diary done, though, so that's cool. You know, now that I think about it, all I needed to do was gain access to this area, and just by starting pyre making training, I mean, we're in the cavern right now, so technically I don't have to get the chewed bones. With that being said, let me kill this 3rd dragon here, 3rd or 4th, and if we get it, we get it. If we don't, let's just dip out and gear up to start Dragon Slayer 2. Oh no, I just realized I didn't bring a TP. Oh. That is awkward, and there was a guy there that saw me too. We are officially starting Dragon Slayer 2. We are meeting this Dallas Jones guy back in Elvarg's lair. Surprise, surprise, there's a hidden room in the back of Elvarg's lair. The house that we've been TPing to every time to do birdhouse runs, turns out this house has a lot more to it. And okay, I didn't realize that all these map pieces take up your entire inventory. Can I turn some of these in? The quest helper is telling me to grab all of them, but obviously I don't have inventory. Okay, he says there are 2 more pieces left. Well, in order to make room for all these map pieces, I actually had to drop my Quran ones, which hopefully they haven't despawned. Yeah, they're still there. Yes, we have to complete a puzzle, but instead of actually doing it with our brain, we just click the highlighted tiles and then we're good to go. On the west of the island, we build a new rowboat and we're going to head to Lithgren. This is where the rune dragons, the Addy dragons are going to be. We once again had to find Bob the cat and speak to him, and I've been noticing a trend here. I've had to hop 2 worlds every time, and on the 2nd world that I hop to, I find Bob. So I don't know if that's like on purpose or if, you know, just coincidence. I don't know. We're back in Sophanum to speak to the Sphinx again. You can see how all the previous prerequests we did are related. For example, most recently we did a Tale of 2 Cats. So this next portion of the quest, we're about to do a fight in the Dream instance on Lunar Isle again. And the galweed we picked up earlier from previous quests is what's used for the potion. The quest helper does say preferably a crush weapon, but I currently don't have one. I do have the scythe, but it's uncharged. I don't think that's going to be good. So hopefully the... Oh wait, we have a zombie axe. But surely a blade of Saildor is going to be better, huh? Right? Oh wait, I'm actually so dumb. I also have the dual Maka thingies, you know, from Moons. Should I back out? Can I back out? Maybe we should back out. Yeah, I even have full blood moon. Like, what am I thinking? Alright, we're back. Protect from missiles, it says. Ow, a 15? Oh, you know what? We didn't bring any, like, combat potions or anything. We're so prepared. I don't remember this fight at all, honestly. But also, how could I forget about these dualies? I literally spent countless hours trading. Oh my... Okay, yeah, I was supposed to hide there. Let's pay a little bit more attention now. Oh, that big hit might have cost us. Okay, run, 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 run. Hitting an 18 through prayer is crazy. It's a random ass quest boss. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. No, don't do it. Oh, that was close. This is harder than the Vorkath fight. There we go. The first key piece we're going for is in a crypt in Shazian. So yeah, this is like maze-like. Yeah, there's just these high-level mobs, these skeletons, these zombies. We don't actually have to fight them, we just have to run through them. Just based off of memory here, I don't think this one is too bad, but there is another one that will hit us much harder, I think. Although, I say that and we're getting smacked right now. Okay, we have to go through this door. In classic tomb raiding fashion, there's some sort of puzzle that you have to do in order to unlock the tomb. But there we go, first key piece. Next up, we head to Varrock and speak to Reldo, and then the... Looks like the location... Oh, this might not be a maze this time around, but let's head to Varrock. For the next portion of the quest, we're going to need a Dragonstone, which we don't have on this account. So just one moment here, and a Dragonstone is magically going to appear in the group storage. Boom. Okay, and looks like we're going to need 2 molten glass, but other than that, we have everything we need for this section here. We do need the Ectophile. We're going to be heading into Fort Phasmatis to speak to some NPCs. So we have to speak to Ava, the NPC that you go to for all the range backpack needs, like the Ava's accumulator, yada yada yada. We got ourselves a locator orb, and we are currently in the Mort Myers swamp, looking for the location of this key piece. Right now we gotta head east. Oh, northwest now. Okay, maybe like up here. South? Southwest? I'm northeast. What? Right here, surely. This must be the spot. Perfect. And here we go. Second dragon key piece. I didn't realize we were at this point of the quest already, but it is time to fight Vorkath. Now, I didn't really know what... I just realized I have a Ghost Speak amulet. You know what? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyways, let's get started. Also, I just realized I forgot an anti-poison, but surely, you know, as scuffed as this is, this will be fine. Oh, and it starts right away. What the heck? Oh, the poison ticked for 20. Oh. There's absolutely no way we just died to the quest Vorkath. Also, I just realized for whatever reason, wait for its POH is set to Relica right now, so instead of having to use the fairing or go to Miscellanea and then take the boat, I could just go right here. Okay, we are back. This time around, I pre-potted an extended anti-venom, so we're going to be good on that department. Honestly, that was what was doing the most damage to us. And down it goes. I don't know why I was like expecting some loot there. This is a quest boss, so we're not going to get any loot. Although I do think in other quests like later released, such as Desert Treasure 2, when you do the bosses like Vardorvis, Duke and stuff, I think you can get drops and you can even get Virtus and like, you know, like actually unique drops. Okay, we got a key. What do we do now? Go down the staircase in the southeast of the Karazi jungle. Dang it. I thought the key piece would actually be right there, but we're gonna have to run through another maze. Alright, here we are in the Karazi jungle. About to head into yet another cave. Again, we're kitted up in our graceful gear. We just have a bunch of food on us and we're gonna run through. And hey, this is actually the area that Gillinor Games used. Interesting. Okay, there are traps and stuff we have to hop over. Also, I didn't bring a stamina pot. No. Now, is the key going to be right there? Or is there like different floors to this? Yep, mobs are hitting pretty hard in this maze. 16s, 20s. I'm not even sure if my protect mage is doing anything. Okay, yeah, some of them do mage us. Some of them melee us. I think our stamina should be fine. If this was pre-stamina changes, then definitely we would be out by now. But luckily, we're playing a game in 2025. Alright, we've made it to the middle. And there's the key piece. Let's get out of here. One more to go. Just kidding, I can't count. We already have 4 key pieces. They are now sitting on our bank. Let's gear up for... I don't think this is quite the final portion of the quest, but we're almost done. Alright, so we have our key pieces on us. We are now diving into the ancient caverns. Okay. We have to step on the actual pier first before we're allowed to do this long jump animation. Which is actually the same animation used to jump into the Inferno. Alright, while running through here, let's not get destroyed by these mithril dragons. Okay, what is this? I believe we have to make the key pieces. Oh no, we have to... You know, maybe we should try reading for once. Cast Fire Wave. On the other side of the ancient caverns, there's this little section here, and this is where we're going to be forging the dragon key piece. And there we have it. So all of that work we did was to create this one key, and this key is used to open this ancient door on Lithrin. And here we are to our right. I sound like a tourist guide right now. To our right is the Rune Dragons, and to our left is the Adamant Dragons. Although, evidently right now mid-quest, none of them are actually in here. Well, there goes Dallas. I like how we pick up Bob and just run. Oh, and there's Galvek. When it comes to the Galvek fight that we're going to be fighting in a little bit, we are going to take it more seriously. Oh yeah, I forgot what the last quest I mentioned this in was, but yeah, once again, sailing and something goes wrong. Oh. Okay, that obviously never happened. Okay, up next we have the Addy Dragon, which is actually more annoying. Okay, the unfortunate thing here is that we have to start from the Mithril Dragon again. But yeah, as I was saying, the Adamant Dragon is actually more annoying to deal with than the Rune Dragon because it has this Ruby Bolt Okay, we are back. I brought in 2 super anti-fire potions this time. So it just occurred to me that you can't use thralls for this Galvek fight for whatever reason. Oh, why did I... Okay, here we go again. I'm not going to rotate the camera, at least for this portion of the fight. Okay, now this is like P2, phase 2 of the fight. Here comes the wave portion. Okay, right here, I'm going to redivine. And for this portion of the fight, when he throws those rock-looking things, we do have to dodge those. We're almost there. It is sub 200 HP. And at this stage of the fight, we actually don't want Ruby procs, because it's going to do like next to no damage. Speaking of which, we just got one. It's 8. Oh, it's 4 HP. There we go. Down goes Galvek. That was for Bob. Damn, and here we are at Bob's gravestone. Tragic. Now we finish the quest as we started. We come on over just outside the Myth Guild and speak to Alec Kincaid. And there it is, Dragon Slayer 2 completed. 5 quest points, access to the Myth Guild, 80,000 smithing XP, 60,000 mining XP, 50,000 agility, 50,000 thieving. That brings our total quest points up to 248. Oh, 72 smithing, 71 mining, 78 agility. And in we go. Turns out we don't get a myth cape for free. We have to buy one upstairs. What the heck? Let's go ahead and get one right now. Where's our stack of GP? Here we are. Do we talk to Jack? Yes, we do. How much does this cost? 10,000 GP? Unbelievable. We should have got one for free. In my opinion, the best thing about the Mist Guild is this area right here where we're standing. There's a bank chest right here, and there's a range right here. So you can do all your cooking here without having to move. Personally, when I was training up skills on my other account, wait for it, I like to do any bank standing skilling at this location as well. Anyways, upon completion of Dragon Slayer 2, we now need to look ahead to Vorkath itself and getting the Vorkath hat for our Dishonest Quiver. However, something we're lacking right now, and honestly we should have picked up way earlier so that we could use it for the Vorkath quest boss, as well as just other undead mobs, is the Salve Amulet. However, we haven't done Haunted Mine yet, and the Salve Amulet is locked behind that quest. So I think next up, that's what we're going to focus on. The good news is that the quest is a fairly quick one. We just fairy ring to BIP on that little island there, hopped over, run south, and then talking to this zealot right here, this NPC, is going to start us the quest. Most of the quest is some general setup running around, a little bit of puzzle solving, a little bit of a maze with the mine carts and whatnot. But once we get that sorted, there's going to be a boss fight, so I guess I'll come back to it when we get to the boss. Alright, at the bottom of the mines, we take this innocent looking key, at least we try to, and that triggers the fight against Treyas Daith, or however you pronounce it. Let's go ahead and drink our super attack, our super strength. Now this fight is kind of annoying because it teleports around the room, you have to chase after it. And there's like random objects that will start hitting you. But we're pretty strong right now. People usually do this quest much early on. In fact, that was quicker than I expected. We went ahead and killed it without it having really ran away anywhere. So upon completion of this quest, not only will we be able to more efficiently do Vorkath, but Salve Amulets will be used for the Theater of Blood as well. We have done Tob on this account previously, but it was under unideal circumstances. However, with this quest and some of the other gear upgrades that we've since got, I think it isn't too unreasonable to start farming some Tob. I don't even know if we got any like EXP rewards out of that, I don't know. But while we're here, let's pick up some of these salve shards. But it also just occurred to me that we now need to get Tarn's Diary in Tarn's Lair. The list of things we need to do just keeps going. To get to where we want to be specifically in Tarn's Lair, it's best if we buy this Slayer ring. We got put right at the entrance and now we're in, and I believe we're going to have to fight those terror dogs. Also, this is an incredibly long cutscene of us just staring at them. Oh, these things are actually level 110. We're in Graceful. I think we can just ignore this animated steel armor. And there we go. Oh, he's just back to his regular self now. We gained 5,000 Slayer EXP from that? Cool. Tarn's Diary, and this is what we were here for. I'm fairly certain that we can just TP out now. Yep, Tarn's Diary acquired. Let's just get out of here. Okay, up next, we're going to head to Ardun, Ardi, Ardugne, whatever you want to call it. We might have some balls of wool in the bank, I'm not sure, but let's just go ahead and pick up some. And then we'll hit the bank and make ourselves the Salve Amulet. In case anybody did not know, the general store over here does have a stock of 50 wool. So here at the bank, we have 6 salve shards. Now, if we use the salve shards on balls of wool, we will get a salve amulet. So here we have enough for, what is this, 6 of those. And then we use the diary on the salve amulet. And this is how we get salve amulet ease. Now these ones, these pink ones, are the ones that we're going to be dropping in Tob after the bloat room. However, we're going to have to make one into a Salve Amulet EI, which is imbued. Actually, let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm like 99% sure we have points remaining at Nightmare Zone. Here at Nightmare Zone, let's go to the rewards chest. Go to upgrades, and look, we have 7.3 million points. We did do a fair bit of training for Nightmare Zone in preparation for the Colosseum and the Inferno at the time. Now we're not enchanting or imbuing 6 of these, we're just going to imbue the 1. There we go, there we have it. After all of that, we are now finally ready to farm some Vorkath. Now the Vorkath head is guaranteed at 50 KC. However, with some good luck, we could get it beforehand. Anyways, let's get started here. Let's see how this first KC goes. And down it goes. Our first Vorkath KC on the account, just a touch under 3 minutes. Let's see if we can get a hammer to land this time around. We do not. We didn't quite have enough food to do a second KC of the trip, so I went ahead and banked. And also, along with that, I've went ahead and swapped into our Blood Moon set and gave ourselves a Fang. We have a couple of dupes sitting on wait for it. I think melee will potentially be the better option for us. Well, I was going to say, even if the time was slower, it seems like we eat a lot less food being in melee gear, so this was going to be the preferred choice of slaying Vorkath anyways. Oh, we're actually smited, but third KC. Oh, some dragon bolts unfinished. Here we go. Oh, we got the Vorkath head on 4KC. Let's go. We're out of here. I was just saying the clan chat. It's so bad. But we got it. Let's go 4KC. We're out of here. So right now, if we use the Vorkath head on the Dazana's quiver, it says that Ava in Draenor Manor might want to see this. Let's go ahead and use the Vorkath head on Ava, I think. Alright, she just called me deranged. Never mind, let's not do that. Yes, we would like an assembler. Thank you. And then surely we can just use the assembler. No, alright, this is confusing. Dazana's quiver. It seems to lack the power you have in your other device there. That's right, I was wondering if you could help me with that. I'll give it a good go. Ava takes the quiver and fiddles around with it for a bit. Alright, I believe now, yeah, there we go. Your quiver now shares the ammo saving effect of your Ava's assembler. Now we won't lose out on our Ruby Dragon Bolts. Yeah, between doing Dragon Slayer 2 and the couple of Vorkath kills we did, we actually lost 59 Ruby Dragon Bolts. And we probably lost countless dragon arrows and dragon darts doing the Inferno when we were doing that too. So now we get to save all that ammo.